Two-time WNBA All-Star Satou Sabally has informed the Dallas Wings of her intention to join a different franchise for the upcoming season. "I have already expressed my gratitude to Dallas for making it a home for me over the past 5 years," Sabally stated during a news conference on Thursday, which occurred prior to the inaugural season of Unrivaled, a newly established 3x3 off-season league co-founded by WNBA stars Nafisa Collier and Brianna Stewart. "I'm collaborating with them to identify my next destination, as I have completed my last game in Dallas. I am enthusiastic about free agency. This is an opportunity for me to engage with numerous players outside the league, as I have not yet experienced playing for another team. I am eager to build personal connections with them and gain insights into their approaches to the game." Sabally, who was named to the 2023 WNBA First Team, has dedicated her entire 5-season career to the Wings since the franchise selected her as the second overall pick in the 2020 WNBA Draft. As an unrestricted free agent, she is anticipated to be one of the most coveted players. However, the Wings have the option to designate her as a core player if they choose. Should they exercise this option, Sabally could only transition to another team through a sign-and-trade agreement. The Dallas organization can issue a qualifying offer to core-eligible players starting on January 11. Currently, Dallas is undergoing organizational transformation, having recently appointed a new coach, Chris Coklanes, and a new general manager, Curt Miller, during this offseason. Coklanes, serving as a first-year head coach, joins the franchise following a year and a half as an assistant coach at USC and 8 seasons in various assistant roles within the WNBA, all under Miller's guidance. Miller, who took the helm of the Wings after the team's 9-31 record last season, previously coached the Los Angeles Sparks and the Connecticut Sun. "The central theme for us this year is foundational," Miller articulated on Thursday during Coklane's introductory news conference. "We aim to establish a solid foundation in terms of our style of play, our operational principles both on and off the court, as well as in free agency. One must commend Satou's achievements thus far," he added. "When fully healthy, she is an elite athlete and a pivotal contributor. One must recognize her talent. We certainly acknowledge her capabilities and the influence she has on this league." Coklanes assumes leadership of the Wings at a crucial juncture in the franchise's trajectory. With star guard Arika Gunbowale still under contract, the Wings also possess the rights to the first pick in the upcoming April 2025 WNBA Draft, where UConn standout Paige Bueckers is expected to be the selection should she opt to declare for the draft. As Dallas seeks its 4th playoff appearance in 5 seasons, it prepares for imminent developments. The franchise is aiming for a relocation from Arlington to downtown Dallas by the commencement of the 2026 season, with plans to inaugurate a new practice facility that year alongside extensive business restructuring efforts. It appears that Sabally will not be part of this forthcoming chapter. "At the beginning, they were still making efforts, but I believe the most efficient approach is to collaborate with the player, attentively considering their preferences and exploring how we can arrive at the most mutually beneficial solution," she articulated on Thursday. "There has always been excellent communication, particularly with the agents now, as I need to direct my focus towards Unrivaled, and I will. I maintain effective communication with them." Sabally was absent for a significant portion of the previous season due to a shoulder injury sustained last winter while competing for the German national team. Nevertheless, she managed to average 17.9 points and 6.4 rebounds per game. Satou Sabally is transitioning away from the Dallas Wings after 5 seasons. The 5th-year forward disclosed her aspirations to pursue opportunities elsewhere during her media availability for Unrivaled on Thursday. At 26, Sabally has spent all 5 of her WNBA seasons with the Wings, who selected her as the number 2 overall pick in 2020 from Oregon. In 2023, she was honored with the Most Improved Player award, posting averages of 18.6 points, 8.1 rebounds, and 4.4 assists. Additionally, she was recognized as an All-WNBA First Team member. Last season, Sabally averaged 17.9 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 5 assists while achieving a shooting percentage of 45% from three-point range. Her participation was restricted to 15 games due to a shoulder injury incurred during the Olympic qualifying rounds for Germany. Following surgery, she rejoined the Wings after competing in the Paris Olympics. Despite her efforts, Dallas ended the season with the second worst record in the league at 9-31. The Wings exceeded a .500 record only once during Sabally's tenure of 5 seasons. I have already expressed to Dallas my gratitude, as they have made this my home over the past years, and I am actively collaborating with them to find a new home for myself, Sabally stated to reporters, as conveyed by ESPN's Alexia Philippou. I have completed my final game in Dallas. Although the Wings likely did not have a favorable moment to learn they were losing their second leading scorer, Sabally made her announcement coinciding with the day Dallas officially presented new head coach Chris Coclaines. The organization also underwent a significant restructure within its front office, appointing veteran WNBA head coach Kurt Miller as Executive Vice President of Basketball Operations and General Manager. As indicated by Sabally, Miller is now expected to strategize on obtaining a return for Sabally. It is anticipated that the team will utilize its core designation on Sabally and trade her to another organization. This step would prevent her from becoming an unrestricted free agent while ensuring at least a 1-year, supermax contract offer. Sabally's sister, Naira, is a member of the WNBA champion New York Liberty. When queried about the prospect of playing alongside her sister on the league's premier team, Sabally responded that she would love that. Sabally is set to compete for Phantom BC when the 3x3 Women's Basketball League commences on January 17th. One of her teammates will be Sabrina Ionescu, with whom she played at Oregon, which may give rise to speculation regarding the Liberty potentially pursuing Sabally. During her unrivaled media session, Dallas Wings star Satou Sabally conceded that she has played her last game with the team as she approaches free agency. I am collaborating with Dallas to identify my next residence, the 26-year-old acknowledged. I have already concluded my last game in Dallas. I am eager for the free agency period. The Wings concluded the 2024 season with a record of 9-31 due to a multitude of injuries, including those affecting Sabally, which secured Dallas the first overall selection in the 2025 WNBA draft. They are anticipated to choose UConn's exceptional senior guard Paige Bueckers. Dallas acquired Sabally as the second overall pick in the 2020 draft from Oregon. Following a gradual onset to her professional career, she emerged as the league's most improved player in 2023, gaining first-team All-WNBA recognition. Initially, they were still attempting to retain me, Sabally remarked concerning the team's response to her choice. However, I believe that the most effective approach is to engage with the player, heed their desires, and explore how we can mutually reach the optimal solution. There was consistently excellent communication, particularly regarding the agency side now, as I need to concentrate on an unrivaled, and I will, so I am relying on the individuals on my team and in the front office to advance this matter. In 2024, she averaged 17.9 points on a career-high shooting percentage of 45.2% from beyond the arc, along with 6.4 rebounds and 5.0 assists across 15 games for the Wings. Bueckers, a 2-time first-team All-American and the 2021 Naismith Player of the Year, is widely regarded as the leading prospect in the 2025 WNBA draft. She confessed to not watching the lottery as it would have induced her too much anxiety. I genuinely do not wish to become complacent, Bueckers stated when inquired about the potential of playing for Dallas. I aim to remain humble, grounded, and present in the moment. Nothing about the future is assured, so I take each moment as it comes, she added. I firmly believe that God has a plan for me, so I am prepared to embrace whatever that may entail. There still exists considerable talent for Bueckers to partner with in Dallas. Star Arika Goombawali maintained her health throughout 2024, averaging 22.2 points per game. Natasha Howard contributed an average of 17.6 points and 6.7 rebounds in 27 games, while Odyssey Sims recorded 17.2 points per game in 9 contests. In a January 7 article, Chicago Sun-Times reporter and WNBA insider Annie Costabile stated, "There is a consensus within the league that Satou Sabally will be transitioning after the Wings designate her as a core player this weekend, when general managers can begin issuing qualifying offers and core tags. The uncertainty lies in her ultimate destination." Fan bases throughout the league are expressing excitement at the potential acquisition of Sabally this off-season, owing to her adaptable scoring capability and significant length at the wing position. Sabally, who was the second overall selection in the 2020 WNBA draft, is currently competing for Fandom BC within the unrivaled 3x3 Women's Basketball League this offseason. During her media session on January 9, Sabally clarified her future intentions concerning the Wings. "I have previously expressed to Dallas my deep appreciation for the years they have provided me with a home. I am currently collaborating with the Wings to identify my next destination, as I have already completed my final game in Dallas," stated Sabally, as reported in an X post by Moreau Sports Media Production Company. When inquired whether she harbors aspirations to play alongside her sister Naira, a member of the New York Liberty, Sabally responded, "Certainly, I would love that in the future." It is notable to observe Sabally's definitive statements regarding her conclusion in Dallas. She is poised to be among the prominent players seeking a new team this offseason and could potentially initiate a series of signings once players are permitted to affiliate with new teams on February 1. In the referenced article from the Chicago Sun-Times, Costabile noted, "The Fever emerges as the most captivating potential destination for Sabally, particularly given their existing lineup." Should the Fever's management manage to retain guard Kelsey Mitchell while acquiring Sabally, the team would instantly elevate to title contention. Consequently, this announcement from Sabally is certainly favorable news for Fever supporters. Forward Satou Sabally is departing the Dallas Wings as a free agent, as she conveyed to the press on Thursday. Sabally, who was selected by the Wings in 2020, articulated, "I have already communicated my gratitude to Dallas for making this a home for me over the years, and I am working with them to find my next place, as I have already played my last game in Dallas," according to Roberta Rodriguez. With an average of 17.9 points, 6.4 rebounds, and 5 assists per game last season, and having represented the Wings for the past 5 seasons, Sabally is expected to be a significant figure to monitor during the free agency period. Regarding her interest in playing with her sister Naira, who secured a championship with the New York Liberty last season, Sabally stated, "Of course, I would love that in the future." The WNBA free agency commences on February 1, and prior to this date and in the succeeding days, one may frequently hear the expression, "insert player name here," has been coined. You might wonder, what does that imply? The explanation follows. It parallels the NFL's franchise tag but is specific to the WNBA. A core designation is primarily utilized for unrestricted free agents. When a team employs this tag, it indicates that the player is vital to the overall success and identity of the team. Any player designated as core will no longer be classified as an unrestricted free agent, and the team retains exclusive rights to that player. According to the WNBA CBA, the player will be presented with a 1-year Supermax contract. However, a more extensive agreement can also be established with the team. Herein lies the complexity. Athletes may decide to proceed with a 1-year contract to participate in the season, yet this decision is not obligatory. In the event of a stalemate between the player and the team, both parties can collaboratively engage in negotiating a sign and trade arrangement. This approach allows for the player's relocation to a different team while enabling the original team to obtain some compensation in return. For instance, Satou Sabally, a forward for the Dallas Wings and an unrestricted free agent, has announced her departure from the franchise. Nevertheless, Sabally was an integral component of the team, and the Wings will not allow her to depart in free agency without securing some form of value in return. Consequently, the Wings will designate her as a core player and then seek to identify a new team for Sabally.